but sasa tukigo back to Kenyan politics nacheki a few images by the time tuna rekodi kuna image ya Matiang'i imetokea akiwa Kitui alienda kamitwa madha na madha amebambika mbaya sana so I guess he's officially launched his campaign
Matiang'i.
Yes, Matiang'i but sasa now Ruto by the time tuna hapa ameappoint watu wawili ameappoint Mwangi wa Iria na Peter Kenneth kwa gava the mountain does he stand at is it doing this is he stupid for trying to get back the mountain ama there is a slim chance in hell that anaweza baki ama ni no chance in hell that anaweza get back the mountain.
Ruto is very crafty so he's dividing up the mountain he's dividing them across many lines. He began with Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. So right now he's now trying to divide Mount Kenya to who supports Uhuru and who supports Gachagua. Well, a sizable part of the mountain, at least 80%, is not going to be with Ruto. And luckily, just luckily, he has played the card very early.
Yes.
It's 3 years to election. That's a long time in politics. It's not going to hold together for all those 3 years. There'll be a falling out coming.
Yes.
So he's played the card too early. This was a card he was supposed to play like 2026, but he's played it now. That shows you that he is desperate. But in his desperado, we can fix him in a corner.
Yeah. Kwa sasa Mwangi wa Iria amepatiwa public procurement.
Umse
That
hata ng'ombe
guy
yeah.
Oh shit.
is in court for a corruption case over 500 million. Then you put him in charge of no other thing than the public procurement regulatory
board
authority.
Yes.
What the hell is Ruto telling Kenyans
No, si
about
unajua-
corruption, honestly?
si hii raia inajua tu nini kuprocure nini embezzled stuff so of course kama uko kotini si unasema nani Ruto anajuanga wale wasi tried and tested
Ni kama
In
uchukue
corruption.
Wanugu
corruption.
ama washosho wafanye IG of police.
yeah
See, that is it.
Yeah. So Peter Kenneth amepatiwa the Kenya Bureau of Standards, National Standards Council. So that's Peter Kenneth. Alafu kitu imenichekesha ni this time jo najua try kulua the mountain. So ikikam to the advisor and member president's council of economic advisors kuna Professor Adam Solo. So nakungaga Buddha. Alafu pia ampatia Dr. Sylvester Okumu huyo ndio the advisor strategy and communication. Alafu pia kuna advisor security affairs and office of the national security advisor ni Mr. Joe Owaka Ager.
okay
Hapo ametry nini anatry tricks za kuona how he
Fish.
can get the mountain and get the lake at the same time.
sini
Na to mimi
anasema
sioni.
anatoa fish ana fish alafu anapeleka kwa mountain
That's
Hiyo
what
kitu
he's
wewe
trying.
ni Bambi
I don't know
ataki.
ni how it's going to favor him because now the fact that unajua si ati unajua if he could have just appointed people sahi Kenyans just want wasi mwenye who are qualified to
Yes.
do that.
Na hawana any stain on them.
I don't know nani apart from corruption hata kama ashaikuwa a master in sijui kama amefanya masters of what na nini na biashara he should not be anywhere near that. Hata wale wasianaeka hapo ni favorism. Hata nilikuwa naponga na Morara before tuanze kushoot na mwambia I think sahi State House ni ile ni Christmas giveaways. Like nani hatuko tumetuza kitu. So
Ni mavouchers.
ni ma vouchers. So I don't these are not things that even add value for him unless now they're just positioned to steal.
Okay.
If
Ni
it's
kama
not going to get in
tickets to
power
Raw and Cut. Na vouchers sana. Free ticket.
yes, if it's not going to be in power money is power.
Okay, okay. So tukitoka hapo High Court imedeclare the new university funding model unconstitutional. So do you think this is going to hold for long? Because of course according to me nimekuwa nikisema that the judiciary is an extended arm of the executive. The executive is doing everything. Unajua the judiciary is there to rubber stamp and the legislature is there to rubber stamp. So High Court may declare the new university funding model unconstitutional. Will go through hell,
yeah, I went through help.
Yes. Help yenyu ilikuwa dongapi?
Nilikuwa napewa 30,000 per semester, 60,000 per year.
Oh, okay. Oh, you knew na semester mbili ni first na second. Okay. So history university new funding
Okay,
model.
this is what I can say. First, about independence of the judiciary. Sio judiciary yote imekuwa compromised.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the topmost court has been compromised.
The Supreme Court.
And that's a problem. Because then it means you can go to the high court and land a good judge and get a good judgment, but they are going to appeal.
Yes.
And when you go to the court of appeal, you can get a good judge and get a favorable judgment, but they are going to take it to the Supreme Court. And now Ruto owns the Supreme Court. Hiyo sasa, the Supreme Court is his bitch. He owns them entirely.
Yes.
Kabisa. So that's the problem, that the highest and last court of recourse,
Yes.
he owns it. E-funding model, what Ruto was trying to do, he realized wameibado sana, they can no longer fund public universities. So most public universities zilikuwa insolvent, zilikuwa zina collapse. I saw it in every public university. Especially after walitoa ile kitu ya self-sponsored students, where self-sponsored students were paying school fees and it was helping universities grow. So because when they removed the self-sponsored programs,
Akunaka?
hakuna bana.
Mi najua nitoka
Every
chuo
student that
kitambo
has
sikuwa najua.
qualified to go to universities, unajua hata wali lower entry point to,
Yeah, hiyo najua.
yeah, to C. Yeah, that time it was a B.
Yeah.
So because of that, they were unable to fund these universities. So what Ruto was trying to achieve with the funding model is he was trying to make parents that are slightly more able to pay more, so that those who are completely unable to pay less. But now the system introduced to achieve that objective was not accurate and was not sensible, and it was using very ridiculous metrics of means testing. Unasikianga kwa town za kusema means testing. It had a ridiculous formula for means testing. Inaweza kutest hapa saa hii na mtu kama mi Morara nipatikane kuwa poor of the poorest, when I can actually afford this thing. Ama na mtu mwingine is poor of the poorest, ambiwe you should pay. So because of that inaccuracy and inequality, it was denying people the right to education, and more especially higher education. And that is why it has been, cancelled by the courts. So we wait to see what else he'll come up with. Ruto is like a magician.
Yeah.
He always has something in his bag.
Yeah.
So kama ametoa hii anaona hamcheki na hambambiki, he's going to remove another trick out of the bag. Hata Adani, he's still going to try something else.
Yes. Hiyo lazima.
Ruto is consistent with his lies, and this is something I even tell my team all the time. I tell them, we hate Ruto, but there's one thing we can learn from this guy. He is consistent.